Welcome to Watchman Styles. I know I just saw my headline says first half. Obviously, this is the second half. Appreciate you guys watching. Let's really get into this. I'm watching the women's basketball game. We're up by 30. I feel pretty confident. 4 minutes left. Blair Green is playing a game that I was told that she would play when she was recruited. She's living up to the billing this year. So, without further ado, let me get my stuff ready. And let's get into the second half. I'm gonna roll through this pretty fast. There's a couple things that I like to highlight, but not much. Again, as usual, you can hit me up on Periscope. You can tweet me on Twitter, or if you're watching it on YouTube, you can ask questions, comments, statements, all that stuff. So second half, most important thing is, since we got the ball first, let's keep the momentum. We should have had 7 after the first half, but penalties, that penalty really hurt us. But second half, let's start this thing off right. Keep the foot on the throat. This is another great pull by Terry. The only thing I have to say about this is Terry. The goal isn't to necessarily. Now, I tried this thing and it worked fine. Now, all of a sudden, it won't let me scroll. Let me try this again. Technology is awesome when it works. It's horrible when it doesn't. Let me try this thing again. Glad I didn't get too far. Okay. Let's get back to it. All right. So Terry, this is a great pull. This is the read guy here. But after you read, let's not make a business decision and run out of bounds. Let's turn this thing up the field. Let's imagine if you turn it up the field right now with Kennard there. If he turned this thing up right here, he might be still running. Kennard has the leverage, block there. We got block here. We got a receiver here. There's probably a safety somewhere, probably in the middle of the field. So that is a one-on-one with you going straight up the hash because this linebacker is lost. There's nobody there. Just something to think about. Now, I highlighted this play in the quick hits. This is the one thing that hurt us at half. If I would have got this a little bit earlier. Riggs put this on forward to identify he's on the line of scrimmage. And now
I think this is Daly. He's going to do the same thing because Ali is off because he's going to go in motion. Daly notices. He puts his arm forward, looks at the ref to tell him he's on the line of scrimmage. Very simple. If we would have done that before the half, we would have 31 points. It's just the little things, man. On this level, it's the little things. The little things matter a lot. Great patience by Terry. He showed a lot of patience this game, more than in previous game. I don't know if it's just a 10th game or it's because he feels more comfortable or it's because of the opponent. But he goes from 1 to 2 to 3. I actually think that's his number 1, but he's at least using his eyes trying to manipulate the defense. He gets this mesh route to Daly for a first down. That's big, man. On third and 8 hasn't been our strength down. Obviously, we're playing a less opponent, but we still have to execute. I don't care who it is, and we execute. That's good to see. Great run by Rose. He had a good game today. This play weirds me out because there's some type of miscommunication. I'm going to tell you what I see, and it's hard to see with the screen not big enough, but Ali is out here by himself. The nearest DB is here. He is, in essence, 10 yards away from him. The linebacker is inside of, you can't even see Ali's feet. So there's no one covering Ali. And I personally think Terry, just quick snap, Ali should have just hooked up, 2nd and 2. Just hooked up right there. There's no one on him. Regardless, we still got it. Ali adjusting, we still got the first down. Another great pass. This is same thing happens to us, happens to other teams. Linebacker gets fooled. Number 7 is a pretty good player. He flashed a lot this game. Linebacker gets fooled off the read, comes up, and it opens up the void right behind him. Number 32 would be right here in normal situations. But since he got fooled, it's wide open. That's scheming a guy open. It's really that simple. There wasn't, not saying it was a bad route, but there wasn't a one-on-one battle defeating the opponent. It was just running a route, getting a good play design. Guy does what we want him to do, capitalize on their mistake. It's really that simple. Now, I actually like this play. It's a little creative because we have been, although if you watch many times, down the distance, you know they're not running Wildcat. They motion out of it. You know, South Carolina did this once where they switched the position of the running back and the quarterback, and they ran a zone read to the quarterback with the running back with the ball. We kind of did the same thing. I really like it. They played sound defense. I wish Rose would have sold a little bit more and just waited a second, a beat longer, but they still played that well. This is the key part. He checked down to the safety valve. That's big. I don't know if you remember the Florida game where they tried that double pass. Tony came back and checked it down to Pitts, and Pitts got 10 yards. That's big. The offensive line obviously dominated this game. And as I've read, South Carolina was pretty much depleted on the defensive front. So that was, I guess, we had an idea that was going to happen. Again, Terry going through the progression. I think he either was trying to clear out with, I think that's Daly, clear out, sneak Ali right behind him, and then sneak Riggs on a wheel route. He didn't feel comfortable with it. He didn't bail out. He stayed in the pocket, checked down to the running back. It's amazing. 10 yards. That's the great thing about not bailing out the top of your drop and being patient. Now this is just us just dominating the line of scrimmage. Now I'm gonna say something. That's a damn good tackle. I don't know if we talked about this last night on the locker, Anthony White and I. Tuesday and Thursdays, 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We talked about this. The only way you can stop a good running back is you square him up. That's a square up shot. Normally, C-Rod usually annihilates people, but that's a stalemate. That's a great tackle, man. It's another good read by Terry. Uses speed. He turns up. He doesn't run out of bounds. Now we first and goal. Now it's ball game. This is a great play design. Normally you read this defensive end, but what we're going to do is we're going to motion and block right there. And so there, if he crashes a little bit, it's wide open for Terry. That's a great play. Touchdown. That's the way to freaking start the half. Now, for a team to start the half, now we got this defense got to put them 3 and out. This is to me, formation recognition by Boogie, which to me probably means film study. He is not hesitating. This is what you have to do in college that you could probably get away in high school. You can't hesitate. Once you see it, you got to go. He sees it, as I keep saying, believe what you see what you believe. And he did both, and he made a play. Now we got them in 2nd and 10, really because of him. That's a great play by Boogie. Pre-snap read, great play. Now this is the play I highlighted. We got him in 2nd and 10. I'm not going to spend too much time. You can find on Twitter. This is purely linebacker. He's got a gap. This is his gap. He should be screaming like a scalding dog right here. If he takes care of his gap, this play is non-existent. Now, Harris got 200 some yards rushing. And a lot of this is off of damn chunk plays. He would probably have 100. He wouldn't have 200. See this hole? This is where, and he's coming, but for some reason he stops. That's his gap right there. We got good gap maintenance right here by Bully. We got good penetration. It's identified. That's your gap. But for some reason, I don't know why, he pauses right there. He pauses and he looks there and he engages with somebody whom is not in his gap. He should be here. He should be worried about that guy. He should be beating him to the spot. And we would have a no game. I mean, that's Harris is a good back, but he shouldn't have had 200 yards on us. This is poor gap discipline, poor assignment. Football, defensively. So when everybody, see, this is the thing. In high school, you can hunt down tackles. In college, you can't hunt tackles. You got to do your job. Watch this. Every gap is filled. Now, honestly, remember I keep saying about field replace? Devontae should be screaming, right? That's his gap. He has contained. We got every gap occupied. He will have cutback. He should be coming too. When you do it right, it's beautiful. See, now just imagine if Robinson was a hair step up here sooner, he would have made contact a little bit further back. But that's everybody doing their job. Every gap is occupied. My thing froze. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I have to find new software, but I really like this software. I don't know if I got too much in the queue because I've been doing a lot of stuff with my kids with track, filming and showing them what they're doing wrong, what they're doing right. So I don't know if I have too much in my queue. If that's why it's cutting out, I'm not sure. But let's try it again. I'm going to try to get it to that spot. I'm not going to worry about it if I'm not in the right spot. Second half isn't that much to really dissect. There's some critical stuff, but I'm not going to bore you guys with too much of this. Okay, that's way too far. I'm getting there, guys. Be patient. Now, the bad thing about this software is I can't, don't tell me it's going to, is I can't really fast forward it because it's not really made for that. So there's that long play. It's mind-boggling that when we execute, we do it well, or it's the next play. Now they're gonna get plays. There's no doubt. They on scholarship. They're gonna get plays. If Robinson was about right here, right now, this would have been maybe a 1-2 yard game. Since he's late, I think they get about 3, 4. Remember I said when guards and tackles pull, linebackers got to come. Why do we settle right here? Keep coming. Create a pile. See, that's what you want here. Create a pile. If you create a pile, we got a guy here that if he bounces, he has his tackle. We also got a safety that's coming. You can't hunt tackles in college. You got to handle your responsibility. Now, this play, we do everything right. Now, this is stuff I don't mind. He makes a great play on Jordan Wright. Jordan Wright ducks his head. He missed a tackle. That's him making a play. That's really that simple. But everybody is where they're supposed to be. If I'm the coach, everybody is where they're supposed to be. Their guy just makes a better play than our guy. Hey, it happens. Great spin move. We get them down. That's all you want as a coach. Everybody be where they're supposed to be. Again, look at the gaps. Asian is coming. Now, he's got to keep coming. This is all gaps of field. Now, Asian's got to come. Now, here's the thing, and I keep saying it, this is very difficult unless you condition yourself with film study and reps. You don't want him to bounce it here. Reason why is because you got all your brothers here. There's times where a linebacker wants it to bounce because he might have a guy with contain here. You got a corner here. You got to want to come. This is the way I was taught. Come, take this outside leg out. This is what you want to take the outside leg out. Force him to turn it in. Okay? There's too much room out here for him to bounce. And miss a tackle, and that's what happens. You know? That's good defense. Everybody's in their spot. He's got to come from this angle, that angle there, take this knee out, this one, and make him either spin, and he will spin to the linebacker who's scraping. Can't let him go outside. Not saying this is easy. Not saying that I haven't made this a mistake. But that's the gist of what should happen. Now, when it's live bullets and you're going full speed, it's hard to do it unless you keep repping it. You keep repping it, it becomes second nature. It's like muscle memory. You just automatically do it. And that's a good back though. I'm not sure what this was, but whatever it is, because I'm not sure it's an RPO, because if you run an RPO, are you reading this linebacker? Because you should be throwing it there. I'm not sure. But the great thing about it, he was decisive and he got 4 yards. That's the big thing. Sometimes plays are drawn up against air. It doesn't always work out like you plan it. But as long as you got us ahead of the chain, that's all that matters. That's a great tackle by 7. I'm telling you, that guy flashed a lot. Now we got to convert on 3rd and 4. Great patience by Terry. A pretty decent route combo. And we got almost a first down. Now we get the 1 yard. We get the first down. Now we just have to catch that. We have to catch that. Again, I'm going to roll through this, guys. Not going to take up too much time. I highlighted this play, though, earlier. We got to step up in the pocket. This is not offensive lineman fault. He runs him around the horn. We have to step. Don't escape out the back end of the pocket when there's no one in your lap. He's got tons of room. If he steps up, he can step up and then potentially go right there. Step up in the pocket. Don't escape. Don't escape when you don't have to. There's no one in your lap. Climb the pocket. Make it easier on your lineman. Great punt by Duffy. Now, I think that's Rodgers, right? This is stuff when you learn in SEC. Running backs can do this. Linebackers got to get off blocks. And we can't be blocked. We can't be magnets. We got to get off blocks. We got to attack him, get him off of us, because now that's where you are. But since you are glued up, now he gets another damn big one. I'm telling you, man, he had about 4 runs, probably 100 and plus yards. You know what I'm saying? This is played well by Jamin. Here's the reason why. He want to keep this outside arm free because he expecting his brother to come right inside of him. And we just missed a tackle. Man, I don't know. That's tough, man. Missed a tackle, and he's out the gate. Like I say, he's a good running back, but if we handle our business, he shouldn't have got 200. He definitely would have got 100. Same here. Penetration. Now we're where we're supposed to be. I can't remember how this play ends. We got a gap, edge set, so he shouldn't be able to bounce it here. Let's see what happens. That's pretty damn good. 2 yards. They are off schedule now. Another great play. Do your job. Don't worry about all this crap in here. Do your job. You have contained. Make them turn it back. We got flow. Perfect. Now they lose a yard. Do your job. See, they want you to come here. That's not your job. You can't make that tackle 9 times out of 10. You secure your job and you get your brother a tackle. But in the film room, you are the hero. That's a great job by Robinson. It allows his brother to get a tackle. That's a great job by both linebackers, scraping and running. That's decent. Not great, but that's decent. But the better part about it is I missed a play, didn't we? We got them in 3rd and long because of the penalty, or 4th and long because of the penalty, and they had the punt. Now, I also highlighted this play. This is a better release than what I've seen earlier by Daly. Sets him up, give him a dead leg, beat him on the inside. And his corner was not terrible in his technique. He just got beat. He wasn't, I must say, he wasn't lined up properly. He needed to be lined up a little bit more inside to protect himself. But that's how you get separation. He got vertical. Got vertical on him right here. Now it's all timing because the DB has to react. He doesn't know where you're going. Once you plant your foot, ball's got to come. And when that happens, you get a natural separation because he's reacting, right? Look how close it is. DB is there. But just because of timing and great route, stemming him vertically, all not really stepping on his toes, but stemming him vertically. So then when you burst out of your break, you get a natural separation. Ball has to be on time. Ball was on time, and we get that. That's great. And then we get 15 free yards. And we got to convert on this, man. We got to convert. Now, to me, this is awesome. He's going to climb the pocket. There's no one's open. Going to climb the pocket. He's going to run. Now, you got to know where the first down mark is. You can't slide. You got to go for this. You can't come short. Can't be short. He's short. That's not being aware. You can't do that. And then they stop us on fourth down. Damn. This is a great play by Corker. Not looking back, playing the hands on their best tight end, on their pretty much their best. Shot's probably a better receiver. He gets caught. Now he's behind. He doesn't look back. He's playing hands. Great job by him. Great job by Eccles actually helping because that's not his responsibility. He comes off of his guy. And helps Corker with that pass defense. That's a great job by both of them guys. Now we got to get off the field. Somehow find a way to get off the field. Now, this is highly difficult. Swing pass. There is basically 10 yards between these two guys. He has to break, and that's like, I think, 20 yards here to here. It's 9. Basically 20 yards. I know it's 9 on top of the numbers. That's probably another 8 to 10 there. This running back got a lot of space. He's got a lot of space. Right now, you got to close that space as much as you can. Bam. Now, you got to force him one way. He cannot go the other way. He does a good job of trying to press him to go here. And if he goes here, you should have enough leverage to stop him. Boom. Great job wrapping. Fourth down. Make him punt. That's good defense right there. Great run by Rose. Great patience. Now we just missed a block on that one. Great run by Jutang. This spin move right there is nice. He's going to be special. What I've seen, and just think about it, he still has 4 more years after this because this year is a free year. He can redshirt next year if they really want to, and he still has another 4 more years. So he technically has 5 more years. Now this, you got to be aggressive. It's 3rd and 3. And we can't be doing that. Now right here, he should have pitched it. He's got a blocker outside. There's no one here. Pitch the ball. Let's get this first down. Can't be dancing on 3rd and 3. Get upfield. Another great punt by Duffy. We got some young guys in here and kind of doing our own thing a little bit. That's pretty good. Could be better, but at least we fill in every gap. The best, you want to see gap occupied. That's pretty good. That's pretty good gap control. Great discipline, great pass rush discipline. Now, the one thing, you can't get pushed around. You got to fight to stay even with the quarterback. Right now, when you're getting pushed back, you got to spin back. That's pretty good. Now, Boogie can't do this. It's 3rd and 7. Let him do here. Let him. He's coming to the sideline. Keep your depth. Keep your depth. Because this is open because you came up too early. You vacated your zone. Can't do that. We got fortunate. This is fucking on the defense. I highlighted this in my quick hits. This is the starting defense. This is a team that was just on the field in the last play. We got lackadaisical. You can check the more in depth on Twitter. This lackadaisical, man. You got this guy. You got this guy. And we got lazy. With punt safe on, he reacts like, oh shit, I did something wrong. They actually run a fake. He identified the wrong guy. He has this guy. Eccles has that guy. And because of that, busted coverage, and they get a damn free play. That's on the damn players. You can see it here. They're lazy. Look at them. Look at Boogie. Look at Corker. Look at Eccles. Look at the whole team. These guys, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look how lazy they are. Okay, they just gonna punt it. Oh, they just gonna punt it. No sense of urgency, and now we just gave them some life. Can never take a team for granted, ever. Ever. And now they start ripping off some plays. Again, we put some young guys on the defensive front, but when we occupy gaps, just want to show occupying gaps defeats everything. Occupying gaps defeats everything. There's nowhere for him to go. There's no wiggle room. When we do our job, this is how good we are. I don't care who's in the game. Again, you gotta force him to run. We come up in coverage and we leave voids open, and now they get a touchdown. Now this is on us again. I'm gonna say this is on us in the coaching. We have a young guy back there who doesn't aggressively come after the ball. This is not really Ali's ball. We gotta be aggressive. We got lucky. Here we got lucky. Now, I highlight this play too. This is the same thing. Happened to us, happened to them. Linebacker is slow. His gap is right here. He's a young linebacker. He's got to come now. There's no hesitation. He's got to take care of his gap. When he hesitates, he gets caught up in the wash, and then he gets blocked by Drake. And once that happens, it's out the gate because there's no one out there but a corner. And he was lazy. So it happens to everybody. We do it, they do it. You can see it here. He sees the hole. He knows what his gap is, but he stops. You can see when I play he stops right there. And he took a peek in here for I don't know what reason. He might have saw Terry. I'm not sure. That's not your responsibility, though. You handle this gap. Look at this. Anybody, I could have ran through that damn hole. Check out the ref. That's a good turn. Backpedal, turn, and run. That's pretty damn good by that field judge. Way to come up. Force him. Good job by Robinson. Force him one way. Now we got to get that tackle. That was an incompletion, not a fumble. Now we just got to get off the field, man. We got to find a way to get off the field. This is the end of the game. Let's get off the field as fast as we can. Now, Valentine's got to be, see, this is next level. He's a young guy. Remember how I keep saying field replace? Right? He blocks Corker. You got to be tight. Corker's gap is right there. So when he comes, he's coming to fill that gap. When he gets blocked, you got to come right outside of him. You got to be right here. You can't be right here because a good running back is going to set you up and cut back inside of you. See that? See how it's a little wide? So he leaves a little seam there. And that's how he gets there. I'm not going to say much on this because this is the last drive. It really means nothing. Good depth by, I think that was Carey. Good depth. That made him elevate the ball. And that's how we got that incompletion. Now we got to do a better job of containing him. Now we got better pass rush discipline. That's how this is your job, is to push and stay right where you are, not get swayed either way. Hoskins he spins, this is good. Now we got to make this tackle, and we do. That's a great sack. By staying where you're supposed to be. Now we got on 3rd and 12. Now we got to get off the field. Got to get off the field. We got to make this one. As a good retrace, just got to make the tackle, Boogie. Now, if he gets out of the pocket, it's hard because he's been there for so long. It's hard to get him out of there to make a tackle because everybody's down the field. He had enough to get a first down. I don't know why he passed it with a guy who was pretty much even with him with the head of steam he had. We missed another one. He did a great job of escaping, and we didn't do a very good job of pass lane discipline. That's great job by Gibson. Great job. I can't remember who made that tackle. Great. Make them run. Good job of not getting a personal foul, hitting them late or hitting them in the head. Now this is a good job by Boogie. And now it's ball game. Great scoop. I like to see big man trying to score. Now, this is the last regular season watching with Styles. If we go to the bowl game, which I think we are, we have one more, a bowl game edition. But I appreciate you guys watching me this whole season. And I can't wait till next. We will go back to Quarantine with Styles on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And hope you guys have a good rest of your Wednesday night. And I will see you guys on Friday.
1:16 left to play in the game. Quarterback